Or maybe now it is. Fixed. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I didn't have my microphone on. And now I'll share the stream for all the 5 to 10 people that would like to watch. It's fun. I write some, I think, objectively good music with some really lame commentary. Holy crap, commentary. Hello, hey, writing jazz or writing big band. Wow, I can't type. Writing big band in Dorico. Hey, writing big band in Dorico. Feel free to join and feel free to join to ask questions on the spot and get some lame commentary. But at least I'm honest. Right. Let me play this song for everyone joining. We'll play it a couple times throughout the night. It's kind of a laid back, chill hop swing vibes. Yeah. And this will be the solo section. We're not really going to fiddle with the solo section. I might write some backgrounds tonight, but I plan to move on to what's going to happen after. Do I know what's going to happen after? Absolutely not. I have a little bit of an idea for a progression. If I can remember. Oh yeah, this thing. So the C, C7, G over B, and then this kind of B flat sus, and then this A flat 3 D flat 9, or no, sharp 5 sharp 9, which goes up to this A flat major 9, and I think it goes to an F minor 7. You'll never guess where it resolves. E flat major. Oh, that's a mouthful. Alright, let me post this real quick in the other group. Hey, everyone. Another late night stream. At least for my East Coast friends. Hey everyone, another late night stream, at least for my East Coast friends. Feel free to join, ask questions about all things, jazz things Dorico, about Dorico, and enjoy the lame commentary. Alright, share. Copy link. Hey everyone, another late night stream. At least for my East Coast friends, feel free to join, ask questions about Dorico, and enjoy the lame commentary. Alright, let's get to writing. So, we're going to get out of this little loop here. Let's listen. Feel free to chat, anything you guys say, I'd like to hear. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. something could happen here. I think I kind of want to level up the amount of activity that's going on at this point. So let's do that. Let me play through the solos one time just to feel what it sounds like. I did it on trumpet a couple times, but I'm so bad right now. So there's a severe input latency on my keyboard with that VST for some reason. I shouldn't have used it, and it sounded so bad. So when we get to that end, A flat, let's come up with a second ending that can take us to a new solo, and we'll treat this as our first ending. Make that easy on us. All right, first ending, second ending. Repeat to here. Yeah, I'm not using the popovers. Here we go. So we have this progression. Where can we go that's slightly unexpected? Kind of prepping us for some growth. Yeah. All right. How about I want to get to some kind of 2 chord. Might sound nice. Go to message. Thank you, Jason. How about... So, well, we're going to still go to the E because it sounds cool. And then maybe even to the D flat. What if we do something... Nope. I hear maybe here's the minor. That's pretty nice. Or keep thinking. Oops. I mean, I like... Do I need to resolve that? Probably don't. So, 2 bars. It's pretty cool, so... It's kind of a little... It takes me out of what I was doing, at least. Might be better as half diminished. No. So we're going to go to the C minor 9. That's our objective. Let's sell it. So this here is actually yeah, that's it. G minor. G minor 7 over C. This is my philosophy of not writing sus chords in the longest way possible because I don't like to. I could have written this as a C sus 2 sus 4 or C7 sus 2 sus 4, but G minor 7 over C is telling us what pentatonic to play. Why not do it the easy way? Let's copy this. Then I think our progression here will go to more of a straight ahead sound, or Blakey, kind of that straight ahead stick clicky thing that I don't know what it's called. Let's copy these. Let's not interrupt the flow. So then we'll do kind of a bum ba dum bum ba da bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's a pretty cool rate. I am back. I need to finish this tune, man. Okay. This. Happy with all of that. The drum groove is going to change. I almost don't want to embarrass myself writing drums in front of you all, but alas, I must. To the bow down. So this is good. I'm going to do the most generic piano thing here just to fill the space. Yeah. That's jazz, right? I think I might want to anticipate that D flat a little bit. Bah. No, that's how I want. Bah. Okay, let's put in drums. I think that's what's. I don't want it to be like that, really almost like that laid back acid jazz sound would be really sick. So I'm going to write something that sounds terrible. Let's outline our bass with a ride. Ta ta da get bow. You know, it might be cooler than I'm giving myself credit for. Kind of just like an adapted what was happening. Okay, okay. Then maybe I'll keep the quarter note in here. And just make it like basically alternate between this bar and a swing. I think this is good notation for what I want, and then someone will play something inevitably a lot better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's now. I guess I should. I've never posted my streams on Instagram before because people on Instagram don't have the attention span for this. I don't think that's unfair for me to say either. Let's play from the top. I'm going to get the beginning into my ear with this, and then we will keep writing. This will be kind of like a cool, vibey, soul-y bit. And then I have an idea that I'll play on the piano for you all for my kind of climax of the piece. I love that pause. I can't sing. If only I had a trumpet with me and it wasn't midnight. Okay, so now let's pick up here. This will be this part of the solo section. Here's where it will be end solo. Saxophones pick up for their soli. And obviously, you know, I'm not going to write in a specific drum part. This is going to grow into this in a logical way. The drums will probably change, but I will accept those for now. So now. You know, I'm already going to change it. What does this sound like? Cool. That's the most generic kind of swing in this style I can think of. So let's take it. And then watch this. Let's just give this a nice. We'll do 8 bars, and then we'll do 8 bars with a variation. I think 32 bar soli would be too long. 16 might just be too short. I think 24 with those last 8 transitioning into the soli might be the sweet spot. Okay. Let's listen where this can go while I embarrass myself playing the keyboard with a delay. There's a cool lick. So I hear something happen here to move somewhere else. Would be even cool just to step into a little bit of a different key center. And we'll keep the drums. Just get rid of the bass. I guess saxophones are the players here. It's in transposed pitch. My God. There's definitely a lot of really cool things. So I want a cool pickup. Maybe that's cool. That's fully. I'm just gonna play it harmonized. So, and this starts on the end of 1, doesn't it? And triplet. And then we'll have it expand out here. Do I have any bad voice crossing? I will. I think maybe should land on the downbeat. But downbeat. I don't think it should. What if I anticipate this? Will it sound good? Don't know that will. It does. It sounds very good. Okay, so let's make this. Let's go G. I'll go to F. Get rid of that bad voice crossing. Let's do some dynamics. Cool. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. Post on my Instagram story now. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's CJ Ren Music, and I post some cool stuff there. I think it's worth it. Oh. Oop, how do I picture? Do one of these. Oop. Yeah. I'm streaming on YouTube. Writing, big band, Dorico. Don't put an exclamation mark. Put a saxophone, trumpet, and music note emoji. I wonder if links are clickable in stories. All right, let's keep writing. How are you all doing, by the way? Ooh. It's supposed to go there. It expands. Let's harmonize this. I'm just doing 4-part closed voicings for a lot of these. Nothing special. Yeah, look at that. Ba ba bum ba do wow. Two, three, ba do wow wow. I think this is cool. That's the worst place for that slur. It's probably right in transpose, but right. Okay, that's why it's like that. It's fine. So I might try to do this with like 2 scoops. 1, 2, 3, wah wah. It's kind of what I want. Yeah. Oops, not there. Okay. This is a pretty good soli so far. I'm pretty happy. Okay. So that's a pretty nice soli so far. There's 6-9. This should be cool as a diminished passing. Yeah, I'm going to go up here. Up. Is there bad voice crossing this? Yeah, horrible. Kind of like this open sound if I didn't have bad voice crossing. How about this is a 9? And this repeated note is bad. So that one also wants to be the 9. I see my issue. I could have these cross. No, it would be too bad of a range to cross. Problems. So maybe this is really a D7. It's not a D7, but there's a dominant chord. sounds so bad. Does not do that. Ba 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 da ba da. What does this look sound like? Bo ba doo wet, bo ba doo bam bam, bo ba doo wap ba doo. It'll be much cooler. Alright, let's harmonize this. I still obviously have this voice crossing bit that needs fixed. The answer might be make this go to my A. The movement in thirds is usually honestly kind of nice to play, so. Why does it sound dominant? Because that's supposed to be an A natural. Yeah. Like this line needs harmonized, and I don't feel like playing that, so I'm going to copy paste it and move notes around. We're going to keep it probably all in a wider interval. How about to start out, fifth. That's probably really cool voicing. I almost don't want to change anything. I will change something, but it's not cool. Okay. All right, let's listen from the top of this real quick before I get ahead of myself. Okay. Obviously need to adjust that. Let's listen from the top back to home base. Solos. Okay. So these sound cool. Why does this sound good? Let's analyze it. Fifth. I bet this is something similar. Fifth. Let's move it. Let's just let it move in parallel fifths because that's kind of hip. Let's get to a point of resolution right here though. This exactly my. Let's make them both some kind of G. I just posted on my Instagram story that I'm streaming, so if you come from Instagram, please say so in the chat. I'm curious if anyone will at all. Doing some harmonies right now. And we're gonna get back to a closed voicing here. Then this would be a nice landing point in D flat. Alright, and then I probably should just harmonize this before we listen to it because it probably sounds really, really bad. Cool. So nothing too complex here. Closed voicings. So, and let's do that. And this should sound pretty good. Yeah, I'm hearing that as that. So this is where I said I want to put different chord changes to move somewhere. Where can we move that is cool? That is the question. All right, here is this. Let's just vibe on this for a second, feel it. So that was pretty cool. I feel like I need a little more dominant movement. It was a little too diatonic. So it was here. Oh, very cool. Someone actually from YouTube. That's very nice. Thank you for watching. Just curious, did you follow my stuff because of the Dorico videos or because of my one popular song, the Wicked cover? One. Note one. And I appreciate you for watching. I'm just having some fun tonight. So here's where we want to do some cool movement. How about that E flat minor 7? It almost sounds out of place because it immediately makes me think of Lush Life in this key, which I'm supposed to quote someone on a Lush Life score. I better do that like now. What if I do an inversion? That was kind of cool. I kind of want to get to this thing. I'm glad, and I'm glad I can start making more. I haven't had the time. The last one I put out was an absolute overload of information, 15 minutes of page templates. It's worth it, though. Thank you again. Big Bean's the best. That's my opinion. So then I'm going to go from here. Now, how about the inversion? To Maybe this. All right, we can get to C minor. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, you want to hear? Hopefully, I can create. It's not an issue; it's a feature. The ultimate Dorico thing that bothered me for months. All right, this signpost, this. What happens in your score is it breaks your multimeter rest, and not in your score, in your parts. If I jump to an empty part down here, look. That's not I don't want that. What I just did is I created an implicit single bar rest, and what happens when you do that is you basically created something you can only access through a signpost, and you're thinking, well, how do I delete it? Do I just pick the signpost and click delete? No, you don't. You select the bar line. You select the bar line. It makes sense because it's actually a bar line. The signpost is just showing you that the bar line is explicit. But I wish selecting and pressing delete on the signpost also did that. And I'm going to bother the Dorico devs about it. Because they're very cool and very accessible. They love to help. That was my Dorico pro tip of the stream. So I want to get to C minor because my shout is going to be this or something like this. That wasn't a piano. Right? That's pretty cool, right? That's basically where I'm trying to get in this whole song. And then I think the inversion. Oh my god, that's not the piano. That totally fits. So that's A flat over E flat. A good old triad, never hurt anyone. E augmented 7. Then F minor 9. And then G7 sharp 5 sharp 9. To our landing point of C minor 9. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to buy my own berry sacks. There's some used ones. That doesn't sound good enough because right now, I'm sure if you notice on my stuff, I post a lot of videos where I don't play my own berry sacks because I don't have one. But I would like to get one. I'm like kind of tempted to. Oh, I know I did in the description of this one. I put a buy me a coffee pitching toward the berry sacks. Really, I just want to find some weird Chinese sax maker that makes like pretty good horns and then beg him for a sponsorship. So let's put some bass. Yeah, okay, boom, boom, bum, 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 ba-dum, dum. This is cool. So, bomb. All right, that's what we're trying to get. Yeah, let's play some chords. That's a pretty cool turnaround. I put a cake yesterday with someone with a low idea. Sounds very cool. I am so into the crappy brands. The only issue is I had one. It was a little more targeted towards younger students. Young meaning like high school. And the thing was bad. It couldn't play over the break in tune. It couldn't play the octave break in tune. So I was like, this is effectively useless. So I sold it. So now I'm trying to find something slightly better in the 2K to 3K range. There's one horn I found that's like 2,700. I can't quite remember what it was, but like if it gets the job done, it's fine because my alto sax, it's a YAS 23, which is a student horn, and it's duct taped together. So I'm willing to make sacrifices. So I'm very happy with this progression. What if that was an inverted D half diminished? You know, that might be really nice. But it's going to be a... I guess I could just... No, it's probably a... As the chord I'm hearing. I guess that's really F. Just minor 6/9. Don't overcomplicate it, CJ. Don't do that. I take it back. I'm wrong. It's a 9. The 7 sounds good in it. Okay. And we're going to do the thing where I do it'd be really cool if we do kind of like the break from that melody and maybe even go into this and back into C minor. Maybe. Let's write more slowly to end this out. It's A flat. I don't know what I was playing. Ooh, that would be really cool. Like ba ba da ba da ba ba da. Okay, it fits. And then this one will end up changing. Yeah. So I might do something where I had the saxophones. Ba ba da bum bum ba da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 wa wa and like that, but I'll have the other horns doing call response licks. I'm trying to put that in real time. this, I use the real time transcribe a lot, actually. It's pretty useful. Yeah, yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba. Then I'll probably give some kind of passing thing there. It's not straightforward. I should make a video on it. There's a little trick, a dirty little secret Dorico doesn't want you to know about. No, they want you to know about it. Under the play part, is it under play? Yes. So by default, its detection is kind of bad, pretty bad. And I can't say it's really its own fault. It's just kind of the nature of notation to try and interpret it. Here is the secret to making it good. First, quantization. Set your quantization for the project. In my case, it's eighth note driven, right? Swung eighth notes. If you do have a base unit of 16th notes that you will be playing, I would select that. But if you primarily only going to be using eighth note lines, only select the eighth notes. Yes, it won't detect your 16th notes, but I find myself only inputting 16th note lines kind of a little more meticulously, so I wouldn't want to record them in the first place. So I kind of make the sacrifice, do that. Now, you can turn on triplet detection. I currently have it off with tuplets. That's up to you. It probably works pretty good. I just choose to just get my eighth notes on the page. Definitely don't have detect grace notes on it. Don't play your grace notes. Fill gaps is good because that's what's filling the space even when I would lift my hand. So you want to have fill gaps on. Then, recording. One time I was helping a guy and he accidentally disabled the enable MIDI input and he was scratching his head for like a week. I was like, did you disable your MIDI input? He was like, what are you talking about? So there's a setting for that. I think these settings mostly should be default, except all of this stuff in the middle here. And enable MIDI through, I don't know how relevant that is. Filter out MIDI controllers. I check that because, mostly because my keyboard, I have a broken knob, so it's constantly thinks it's turning. But you don't really need the MIDI controllers for your playback in Dorico unless you're using something a little more advanced, so it's fine to ignore them. And then I uncheck the note velocities. That way it's all my dynamics are driven from the dynamics on the page. The preserve note positions are I'll show you that one in a second. It's a little confusing to show someone who hasn't used this before. But keep on checking everything. Just get rid of all the extra features and stuff because it'll just get it right every time like this. It's so useful. So, detect or preserve note positions. In Dorico, it's very, very, very cool. Down here. So, you're noticing this is swinging, right? Right? It's obviously swung eighths, but if you look at the presentation of the MIDI roll, it doesn't look swung, right? It's actually showing it straight. That's because that's how Dorico is displaying the notation. But it has another hidden piano roll here for play durations. And if you flip it, now you actually see the swing notation being shown to us and also like the correct articulation spaces. And this is really cool because it really shows us how Dorico works. Underneath everything, it's a DAW. And then it basically is interpretive of what's being played in playback to show us on the score. It's almost not the other way around. So if you have preserved play durations, what happens is this will also be here, and you don't want that. Because especially if you're doing swung eighths, it just won't work. That was a mouthful. I will make a video on it. All right, back to some writing. It's super cool. This one should have a gliss. Gliss, gliss, gliss. Okay. Ba ba wa wo ba ba dum ba ba dum ba. We'll make that ba ba dum ba 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 da ba. I think that's the note I'm trying to sing. Oh no, these Dorico streams are for people to ask Dorico questions. Ba ba dum ba ba da wa da do. Now I'm gonna get derailed again really quick. I heard a very, very cool question posed on the composers forum. It was basically about like something about like what is the intangible part of music, you know? How much of it is just like patterns we know and use, or how much of it is like something like that's unoriginal versus what is original? What is the original part of the music? And I basically brought it down to the three basic things of melody, rhythm, and harmony. And what I mean by that is like think about how many building blocks there are with things. You can start from all different sorts of spots. There's like VSTs that'll automate like string arpeggios and stuff. And when you think about it, it's like, okay, like a string doing an arpeggio in root position, I don't really need to know how to have written that to use it. I can imagine that sound. But they were kind of arguing, but I was like, well, I think the one thing that really makes us composers is the fact that like these melodies that I'm playing here, I don't think they existed until I sang them and then transcribed them. 'Cause that's what I'm doing. I sing and then I transcribe. I'm just pulling them out of my ass. But they quite literally didn't exist. It's like we experience music in such a weird way, people who write music. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for how cool it is. I think I'm going to do the stereotypical lick here. Dorico is taking a quick pause, apparently. There we go. Ba ba do ba ba wa. Ba do wa ba wa do. Okay. That's a lick. And it looks hideous, but I bet if I put it in transposed pitch, it's okay. Other than that. Oh, wait, oh my god, I just read that in a bass clef. You know what I haven't done in a while? Click save. Dorico saves my butt so much because of its 5-minute autosave. It's embarrassing how many times I have to rely on that, honestly. So we'll harmonize this. I would listen. Bow wow, bow wop. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, this bass player, he's going to have the extended bridge. Sorry. This is a G. Maybe I make this another G chord. What if I make it a D flat sharp 11, 9 sharp 11? Let's see. Let's get there when we get there. All right, let's start harmonizing this. This is all A flat. I'll put a 9 on the bottom. Sorry, tenor 2. Your part's gonna suck. It's just how it is playing tenor 2, ain't it? Do a C minor 7 to. This is my E thing. That looks like a mess. I totally am good at this. Totally good at this. 100%. Not an idiot at all. That voicing is definitely going to be crap, but I'm going to change it later. No, I'm going to change it right now. And you see these spread out. You see the voices. I'm trying to think here. This might be good. Okay. How about this? Can't voice that too low. Maybe some glissandos. Saxophone glisses. Is there anything better than that? I definitely overuse them, but I don't think I care. The sharp 11 sounds great in that. Yeah. Okay. I can sneak a rest in here. I'll put it. I'll even put a breath mark. Let him know where I want him to breathe. Then this voicing might be a passing diminished chord. Anytime I don't know what to write, I write a passing diminished chord. But don't we all? Alright, breath mark. Where are the breath marks? Are these under playback techniques? I don't actually know. I think it's under... I don't know. Does anyone else know? Oh, it's under pauses. Which makes sense. Ba-bo-da-wo, ba-bo-wo, ba-bo-da-wo, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay, I'm happy with this so far. I have an extremely horrendously busy day tomorrow. You ever have those when you just kind of don't want to do them? Because I don't. Then here we'll go to it. Open, some kind of open voicing. Spread our voices. Why do you exclude the third? That was a lie. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, it's cool. I wonder what it sounds like if it was a major 7, minor major 7. It sounds dumb. That's what it sounds like. Okay. These voices. That D flat. Did someone say passing diminished? I'm making myself laugh. Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. Notation software swings. They're rough. And then this is going to be a G7 Alt. What kind of G7 Alt, CJ, I think? And this half step motion always throws me a little bit. How do I want to deal with that? I think I want to voice this one first, because that's the flat 13. This I want the sharp 9. So let's make a little target and then figure out how we can voice this passing diminished. Someone say passing diminished. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Well, B natural, a G, and that's a B. That's important. So what about the sharp 11? That sounds awesome. Yeah, there is a third. There's no 7th. I opted to exclude the 7th in this voicing in favor of good voice leading. Do you have Note Performer by any chance? If you have Note Performer, I have bad news. What if we voice this one? So, Note Performer, it's actually a Note Performer fault, and I wish they would change it. The way to get it to sound good is to put a slur over your line. Yeah, I'm serious. So, like, this 8th note line, if I wanted this, this would sound good in Note Performer because of the slur. And like this in Note Performer, it would want me to like do this full slur over that phrase, and then it will play correctly. I don't know of any other better solution other than to suffer. That unfortunately that seems to be the thing, and the reason why I'm not using Note Performer right now. Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, I wish there was a way to designate some kind of playback technique slur, or like a second type of slur called like invisible slurs. Maybe not using Note Performer, but it's like so good other than that one thing, right? And it's just, the performance is so good, like on laptops and like when I'm teaching class. Okay, wait. I have 2 things I want to pester the Dorico devs about, and I'm going to put it in this chat so I don't forget. First is invisible slurs for playback. Is there already a playing technique for that? Because there might be a playing technique for that. It's very possible there already is. And playback techniques are those Shift P, and you can make invisible playback techniques to cue different sorts of articulations, even though it's not written on the score. What was the other thing I said earlier I wanted to pester them about? Oh, I remember this thing that I will recap once again, because it's the only thing that actually truly has bothered me. So I put a double bar line. I want to get rid of said double bar line. If you click delete, it's fine. But what if you do Shift B and put a single bar line? Uh-oh, we have this. It is an implicit single bar line, meaning it can't change automatically. I don't know why it would. Oh, how do you delete that? Do you delete the signpost? No, you don't delete the signpost. You delete the bar line. I just want to be able to delete the bar line, the signpost. Okay. Delete explicit single bar line with signpost. These are my 2 feature requests. And my one feature request that actually got put in was this, where you can select, right click, go to filter. And if you go to notes by pitch, it used to only have specific pitches and all sharp and flat notes. And then I requested they add all triple sharp notes and all double sharp notes, because sometimes a good example is if I'm in transpose pitch, and I actually am going to write a script for it, and I'm going to make a video on recording macros and then give out my macros. But for example, if I do this and I want to automatically get rid of all my written double sharps, if there were any, like you go filter, notes by pitch, all double sharp notes, and there it says multiple selected, so let me find one. There it is. Let's get rid of it. And I just did them on the whole score at once, right? Lifesaver. There used to be a way to do it, but it took a little longer. All right, back to writing. So this is a D. Yeah, it's so handy. I didn't mean to put that in Barry Sax. Barry Sax is going to get a different part. So I guess I'll sacrifice the 7th in the name of voice leading. But it doesn't sound good. I just hate this voice crossing. Okay, well, we'll come back to it. Or sorry, not voice crossing, repeat a note. Da 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 do da do da do. Now it'll interrupt the flow. Okay, let's harmonize this. Oh. So ba ba do ba. I do an A flat at the top. Let's see what that sounds like. This might be kind of dumb. Sounds good though. That really wants to be this. This could be an E flat for some better leading. Guess what? Copy paste. We're going to treat that like a 5 chord still, even though it's over the C minor 7. So, and how about that's a natural, okay. And this could be that voicing. How about that? And then the brass will be here to fill that out. So I'm going to mess with it. So it's got to fix this. This can't, let's make it E flat. So yeah, I got rid of the 7. I kind of really want the 7 in this voicing though, right? It's really important in both. What if I voice cross these? Let's do that. So here's a really another cool Dorico feature. I haven't used it. If you go select these notes and then go to voices, you can do, is that where it is? I don't use it that often. Swap. There's a swap. Paste special. Swap. Cool. Okay. So this is a cool little sax thing that happens. Let's listen from the top. Listen to that section. And then right brass, and then I'll probably wrap up after that. So let me try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Thank you for saying that. So that's going to be alt. Oop, wait. Hold on. You mean to swap? Maybe control. Oh, okay. Oh, it's control on Windows. I don't use Mac. Very nice. I've never really used that. I've used it with the mouse a couple times, even though somehow I hid my transport window is gone. What did I do? No, I don't want that one. But thank you for sharing. And then someone will blow solo on flugelhorn. And then let's jump over here. And we've arrived at C minor. Very nice. Now, brass backgrounds. I'm not tired or anything. It's only 1 a.m. Where are you all from? Whoever's in chat. Boom. Put a hit there. Yeah, let's spread this out nice. BT Vermont. I've never been. Never been to Vermont. I'm meaning to go up that way sometime. I'm from West Virginia. I grew up in Pittsburgh, but now live in West Virginia. I teach at West Virginia University. I had to like think about it for a second because I have enough international viewers where I was like, are you in the States, right? At 1 a.m. watching me. I'm having a great time. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, boom. Let's go there. That'll be so much better not played by the MIDI because it can't do falls right now. I don't have it programmed right. So, bow, 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 da, da. This would be a cool line to give here. What if I gave him a little turn? Ba 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 doo doo. So, and we want to be here, yeah. Ba 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 doo doo. That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be really cool there. All right, good voicing time. You know, I guess trombones can play those too. What symbol do you prefer for the turns? Top or bottom? Sometimes when I'm really talking about the do a do do ones, I like to use this. I like to use this one for not gaps and leaps. I don't know why I've come up with this preference in my mind that probably doesn't exist. Point of resolution first on this chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then, what's this, like an F minor, I guess. Major 7, maybe. 9. Almost. We have some overlapping here. Might be useful. Because I think it's the E that's the culprit. Well, I'm also dumb because oh wait. So that was gonna make me rethink some things real quick. So this brass hit is clearly anticipating the D flat. So this should too. Okay, so this might just be what I'm thinking of, actually. Yeah, okay, that's a cool hit. Bow! I'm hearing those. Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of C minor. Yeah, that's what I did. Let's do a E flat at top. Yeah, those are cool. This should be that's a forte, the dynamic when we use when we don't have a good idea. Look at me writing my articulations in. Yeah, it's cool. And then this introduces this. So now I'm going to do some kind of trombones and trumpets and then a little bit of pyramiding to arrive at the C minor. Let's take our quick listen to the beginning and then listen to this section to make sure we're staying in the song and my original idea. Love that pause. Solos. I really want to blow a solo in this on the recording, but I should also find someone better than me. And in the solo, they're playing a really cool solo. That's exactly where it's going to go right there. So, and it's going to be trombones. It's going to be cool as hell. And let's actually, trumpet 4 is playing flugelhorn this whole time, basically. Yeah, they are. So first, let's do a. I'm changing this to the other turnstile. Okay. And let's click save before I don't click save. Okay. All right. Now, let's write this. My phone is ringing. Ooh. Mikey Votano. You liked my story? Why don't you come watch? I should go pester him. That'd be really funny. Hey, Mikey. Why don't you join the stream? Mikey Votano, if you don't know who I'm talking about, makes really awesome big band stuff on Instagram. He's very good. He's awesome. He's a cool guy. Yeah. So, how about we do like a... Then you can come in forte. These are still mezzo forte, so... It's interesting because it technically doesn't fit over the chord, but like it technically sounds good. I'm keeping it. Boida. And then what if we make these guys do a chord? Yeah. Oh my god. This is going to be awesome. Then here is a okay, I just want to hear what this sounds like. So these are long. You gotta designate your coordinates. Or people will just play random stuff because that's what they like to do. Nah, they wouldn't know better. Okay, here. Whoa, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, and then trumpets. I need a variation on it. I'm thinking. I'm trying to make this playable for high schoolers, so I shouldn't do what I'm doing right now. But I want to. You see the issue? I want to. So this figure here will come back. I'm just kind of teasing it a little bit here. I'm trying to figure out what to write. Trying to figure it out. Well, you do that. And that would be cool. I would just want to write my lead trumpet so high, but I shouldn't. I'm thinking real hard here. Okay, that was a cool look. Quarter notes. Give it to the 3 trumpets here. Ba-ba-da-bump, and then everyone can hit that chord together. I really just smacked my hand hard. That kind of hurt. Don't know why I did that. And I say no root, because roots are for chumps. As I write a root. And then this is a 5 chord. I guess I can put the flat 13 there. Just put in place. Okay, it doesn't. So sections are laying on the downbeat, but these are anticipating. I don't like how they're. So maybe I need a different rhythm here. So bum ba-do, 1 2 bum bum ba-do. Yeah, how about that? And then this. That might work. Yeah, it's core that lands there. Now this voicing is a passing diminished. Sounds so bad there. So let's make it D flat. 6/9. Oh no, it still sounds really bad. But this is also too quiet. And now I can't have the E flat because it clashes. So let's change this voicing. And then I see I have a weird half step rub. What if I try to do? Okay, that sounds good. That gives me a good goal. Good goal. Then this will do both of these hits here. I got that. For F minor. Then this is an F minor. Then this is a G7 flat 9. Let's see what it sounds like. Then these need to be changed to this. Okay. Now we're in C minor. Okay. I'm enjoying this. I think it's what I like, what I want. Put a rehearsal marker or two. I guess I'll put rehearsal markers through this. And then I don't put one on the second ending because that's really, yeah, okay. Checkpoint, let's listen. Solos, very cool, very nice. And then it's listed from the end of the solo section. Solo here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, ba-boot up. So, ba-doot up. That'll be our lead line. Let's harmonize that. That's an eighth note, and then bo bop. Minor on top. This might be cool. This might be dumb. Let's look. Nah, it's fine. So then. So that sounds off. Oh. I have a class. I have a G there. So let's make this a Stratman flat 9. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Then I'm gonna put an A flat down here. Then, yeah. Then listen. Those are nice. That's a fat voicing. Yeah, with a PH. I don't know what that means. I doubt that will sound good. What about A flat? Something sounds horrible. Okay, let's him. I put a sharp 11 in there. Why? There's one up there. Am I dumb? Okay, let's listen. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. I'm pretty happy at the moment. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Then I just want Barry Zacks to do some fat bass lines here, so. And then this is where I wanted it to do something cool and different. I want it to have this. Yeah. Then I almost always rate my low A's as Q's. I feel like it's the proper thing to do. So let's make it a Q size. But I'm actually going to suppress the playback at the top one so we get the cool note. Yeah. So I want to do ba 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 da da right there. I'm curious if this will sound good in this exact spot. Yeah, it's not quite what I want over here, but it's in the idea of what I want. Let's just play it, and then we'll clean up my rhythm section parts. So, not going to the resolution, but I kind of just want to reharm this and then fully arrange it out for my full ensemble. Thank you very much. Bring all the Dorico questions. They're a lot of fun. I'll also be going to bed in probably at 10 minutes because I have to get up at 6. It's 1:30. As soon as I turned 25, suddenly things became difficult. I swear. Like, I remember a time 3-4 years ago where I could just get an hour's sleep, stay up the entire night, and be like, yep, I'm good. And that was, possibly a spicy beverage or two in there. Not now. 25, not a chance. If I put the pillow wrong under my head, I can't turn my neck for 2 days. It's like, what the heck? So maybe I'm just gonna play some chords that I think might be cool here. As I played the worst things ever. I don't know if I miss them because I like sleep so much. It's very fun though being a you got my master's, now I'm a college professor, and just looking at some of the students I have and being like, how do you function? How do you live your daily lives the way you do? And I guess I was kind of like that. These are missing their accents. I bet this will sound cooler now. There we go. Good night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. So we got I'm actually gonna rewrite all that. So I have an idea for what I want. Don't know if it's loopable. Hi, thank you for joining. This is Session Horns Pro. And it's a little bit of a pain to set up because there are no expression maps for it, but I think I'm going to give them away in a video where I cover them a little more in detail. They're not even half bad, right? I haven't gotten gradual dynamics working on them, so like a crescendo, decrescendo, because they use the something different control panel or different MIDI controls. Nonetheless, I think they are very good. Actually, I have it pulled up over here. I'm tempted to reach out to these people and ask them if they would send me their product for me to review, because I feel like I have a very, 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 very comically small amount of influence in that world for composers. In regards to rhythm section, bass, I'm using the Contact Factory Libraries upright bass. Not even joking. I think it sounds great. Piano, this is my trusted piano I use on every project pretty much ever. The Grandeur. Probably not how you say it. And then here and it is a slow ram hogging monster. Is once it loads, yeah, studio drummer, session drummer. This is another. If you have like a Contact Complete package, I think Complete Ultimate, it comes with this, maybe even Standard. Session Horns Pro does not, but it comes with Session Horns Basic, and then you can get a license cheaper because you're upgrading from the Session Horns Basic to Pro. For this drum kit, I have my own percussion map, which I also should give out. I'm going to give all this stuff out for my fellow composers. But that's what all I'm using right now. I'm stumbling over my words. Guitar, the only guitar sound I've ever liked for jazz. Atomic Big Band Brass. I had them in a couple videos early on. They obviously sound great. I think their saxophones are a little gimmicky sometimes, is the only way I can put it. They take a little too many liberties when it comes to playing their parts. The brass, though, is like, if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't know it was a computer playing. It has a special feature built in where it interprets the music 2 bars in advance. So what you actually hear is 2 bars delayed. And then you have to put an effect on your audio outs for your non-atomic things with the delay. Because what it does is it actually like reads your articulations like a player. It's very cool. I think it's all worth trying. It depends how much you want to get out of your mock-up. If you want your mock-up to be the best quality mock-up possible, yeah, get Atomic Big Band Brass. For me, I know I'm going to record this piece. The second it's done, I'm going to pull out my saxophones and trumpets and trombone, and I'm going to record this tune. So I don't put that much investment into the playback templates. Now, I think the happy medium might be, once I get my hands on it, is V-horns. It's pretty awesome how this stuff sounds. I don't have it, though, yet. But Session Horns Pro, it's also a good option. And it can be cheaper than all of the others sometimes. And I like its bass trombone. So these chords, we got to C minor. Very nice. Yeah, big band arrangements are definitely my favorite. It's a timeless sound. I just love it. And I try to put a huge modern twist on it. I'm sure you can notice in this piece. It's kind of like, whoa. Since you just joined, let me play it from the top. And then I'm going to write a little bit of this progression that I'll probably wrap up here. But then here's where I'm at after the soul section. That part is currently in transposed pitch because I was looking at some stuff. I'm going to write in concert pitch though. Yeah, the whole song is concert A flat. Here I'm kind of modulating to C minor for a little. That was so. You heard what I was going for, right? I don't just want to do descending. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. I have a really good idea now. So, yeah, getting to the sus sound. And probably resolving it, so one. Yeah, pretty nice right there. Then, alright, so what the heck did I just play? Was that an F minor 9? No, I have to remind myself. So F minor 9, A flat major 9. I feel like I need a little more color out of these. Maybe it's in the form of passing chords. So here, I just can't select the piano, can I? Then, yeah, well, that's what happens on the second rotation. I play it. Then the D. I'm gonna put a sharp 9. So that's what happens on the second rotation. So I just need something to go to C that doesn't have the dominant as my ear leading me. And what if I do something so simple like could do like a true back door or like an almost back door. So I'm hearing this, so that's a kind of a beast of a chord with the E natural, not an E flat. Let's figure out what the heck I just played. Oh, my keyboard isn't on screen. There we go. So it's kind of like an F. That's almost what I'm playing. It's like an F minor major 9 flat 5. But I feel like there's a much easier way to write that. Maybe there's not. Oh wait. I think it could be called E7 sharp 9 flat 9 over F. That's kind of dumb though. It defeats the purpose. Alright, I guess it is what I said. I also agree with that. Flat 9, or sharp 9, G13 sharp 9, I believe. Right. Oh, I'm dumb. Ignore what I just said. I know. It's the sharp 9 of F. That might be a good way to write it. How would I improvise over it? That's the real question. I guess I am thinking I probably should call it a... I will go with that. I think it's weirdly a toss-up, which is kind of cool. Other than I don't like playing the flat 5 in that previous chord. Okay, so here we're good with that, and this is going to circle back to this sound that I like, which is the G minor, 7 over C. Yeah, okay. Okay, I like that. Let's play through the chords. Oh, I need to put the correct drums here. That's not what's supposed to happen. And this isn't like a done rhythm chart. So, listen. Okay, we're happy with that, and then I'm going to do the deceptive G7 sharp 5 sharp 9 to the A flat. Then I'll probably put some passing dominant stuff in here. back to the G minor 7 over C. This one will resolve. So. And then it's going to do this progression. It's going to be double the speed, so it's going to be. If only I could play the piano. Then. I think it might do something like almost weirdly out of time. Let's think about it. Yeah, do hits. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's gonna be cool. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Let's put those hits in here. The next chord is the G's. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you joining. Enjoy your rest. I really need to go to sleep because I got to get up at 6 a.m. I will be streaming, and I will actually schedule a stream for some. Eventually, I will schedule a stream so people can plan to join, make it a fun event. Thank you again. Ba 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 do. This is my A flat flat 9 flat 13 to A flat major 9 to F minor 11 to E flat major 9. That's where the groove will come in right there, and then let's put some. Okay. Put the bass. Let's see what this sounds like. So. Ooh. That's pretty good, right? You gotta admit. 7, 8, 9. Then I don't need this bar. So this tune is kind of cool because all the phrases are a horrendous amount of bars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 2 beats. I think I'm very proud of that fact. Let's listen to it. Okay, and then we jump to this part. All right, very cool. So now let's put chords here. We'll just do a bunch of block chords. Yep, and this is that G thing. Okay, let's try to play some bass. Okay, holy crap, that's awesome. So I'm going to kind of do a sound like that. Honestly, I should just walk. So. Greer, you don't even know. You gotta listen to this. There's no class tomorrow, by the way. You finished. Then here's solos. Do you want to rip a vibe solo? I'll let you. I've been at it. Did you hear this part? So every single group of phrasing in this is like a weird amount of bars because I hate drummers. So this one is 9 bars plus 2 beats. This one here is 9 bars. This one here is 6. Solos are 996. This one here is the only 4-bar phrase. This one here is 10. This one here is 11. And then I'm working on these hits right now. And they sound great. Holy crap. So this is actually a G7 over B. This is a C minor 7 over B flat. This is an A7 flat 9 flat 13. This is a flat major 9. F minor 11. Missed. F minor 11. Drew. They sound good. You know how fun this will be if I want JE1 to play it. Oh wait, you're graduated. Sucks. It sucks to be a trombone player. Oof. F minor 11. I forget where it ends. Oh yeah, E flat major 9. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm taking donations for a Barry Sachs. Link in the bio for my Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, here. Bass line. This is gonna walk, except here it's gonna do the ba-da, ba-da, ba-do-do. So here, bum, 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 bum. Holy crap, that sounds so good. Okay, then here. Bada, bada, bada. Something. Bada, bum, bada, 2, 3. That's how I can get into the swing. Bum, 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 bada, da, da. Then, okay, that's a walking bass line, if I've ever heard one. That's pretty good. Okay. What do I want to happen? That's the question. What should happen? How about more saxophones? Okay, let's record that line. What did I just play? Okay, cool. So then here. Probably no, just saxophones. So we'll do a little 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 do ba ba da 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 do da. Because this is the phrase I've picked for my solo. Ba ba da da do da da. Ba ba da ba do ba wa da wa. So you're going to be all upbeats. Alto one's actually going to be soprano sax, so it's okay. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Let's use insert mode to fix this because I know how to do that. What? Why didn't that work? Oh, sure, whatever. So then here's my phrase. Boom, something there. Ba ba da ba do ba 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 da ba do ba. Where's the G then? Okay, so wa ba da da ba do wa ba ba da ba do wa. That should swing. Oh yeah, it does, it does. So this will gliss up, do is how the glisses will be. Okay. That's a cool line. And then the brass need a line here. brass. That was dumb. Yeah, that's it. Not where I meant to put it. Let's harmonize this brass section together. Alright, so I'm going to voice the 6 horns down, then I'll do the bass trombone last. Ba-ba-do-da. Let's do our... No, we won't do our resolution chord yet. First chord, let's treat it like a C minor 11, and we'll treat the next one like a D7. Flat 9, flat 13, or maybe a sharp 5, sharp 9, we'll see. And then go to a ba-ba dominant to 1, maybe, perhaps. And this is not a C minor 11, this is a G minor 7 over C. There's a difference, there's no third. Yeah, although it would probably fit. So let's just do G minor down. Here, do a D7. Flat 9, flat 13, I was right. How did I know? Maybe just a flat 9. Or no, let's put the 7 in that voice. And then put the trip there. A. Put the guiding tones at the bottom. And then here, let's make this a 5 chord of some sort. How about a sharp 9, sharp 5, because that is a good voicing and it fits really well right here, I believe. And let's end our voicing. And these hits should sound really cool. I don't like something. This needs to go in the same direction. That sounds good. Okay. So then I have a repeated note. That is unacceptable. Ugh, I see a problem. So I'll make this go down. So we want the flat 9 here, which means this doesn't need to be the E flat. This can be a F. That can be a G. Do we have an F in this voicing, right? I like the G up there. We can omit the F. So then this voicing. I have a couple options. Maybe I'll change this to be a D flat 7. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, let's keep that. Our goal is to get here. 3. Very nice. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to wrap up. And we're going to pick this up tomorrow. This is a pretty nice tune. It's not too long. How long is it? With 2 solos, it's getting to 3 minutes 6 seconds. Let's listen to it one way through, and then here I'll play the piano intro at the beginning. Surely I won't play it bad. So it goes. That didn't work. Good morning. It is 2:15 in the morning where I am, so I guess it's technically morning for me too. Thank you very much. I'm working on a tune. I won't be working too much longer, but here's the sax solo I'm working on right now with the modulation, and it's going to give these cool hits. Here is this. Then I'll harmonize this. Then that's supposed to be a soprano sax, and thank you very much. I'm having fun writing this tune. It's a very cool one. Then what is... I mean, I could play that. Sorry, MIDI. What we're gonna do, let's set a goal to finish up. Let me notate the intro piano solo, because I just haven't done it. So it goes. Trying to figure out, I feel like I have to notate it in a different meter, which would be really annoying. What meter is that in? Da 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 2 3 4. So maybe I'll notate each phrase separately in a 4/4 bar. Ba 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 3 1 2 3 ba 2 1 2. This is it's like 1 2 3 1 2. It's like 5 8, which I've determined this before in class. Da da 1 2 ba da 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. One two one, 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1. I feel. Should I write in 5 8 or 6 8? Let's try 5 8. And then there'll be push and pull. It'd be really cool if at the end of the song I go back to 5 8 with the horns. So let's put a 5 8 here. How about I do this? Nope, wrong voice. And this is supposed to be a pickup too, ain't it? This is kind of a little bit of a confusing thing, isn't it? Good music doesn't have to be confusing, but today it is. Pickup bar of 2 beats in 5 8. Nope. 1 beat in 5 8. Pickup bar 5 8. Okay. Ba 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 da da. One two one two three 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Maybe it's an 8 8. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Or 7 8. Why am I making this so difficult? Okay. Should I 7 8? Baba, so it's Baba. Then here is where I'm going to put the swing time feel. So swing, or shift T, swing, medium, eighths. (132) Q, swing, shift T, swing, swing. Oh my god, swing. Medium eighths, up. Q equals 132. Sure, let's just do that. Then the top will be straight. Okay. All right. You know, it's not 7/8, and I'm overcomplicating this. I don't know why I'm being so dumb. Here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. We're gonna put this 4/4. Just it is in 4/4 with a beat pickup, and we're gonna put a protector thing here that can mess with this. We can borrow. Okay, so that's gonna be our rhythm. Right, piano solo intro. So it could put a Q tuplet thing, almost like a cadenza. Let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do just sort of 16th notes to 9 to 2. That didn't work at all. Let's do 16th notes. I don't know. The tuplets confuse me. Not just because tuplets are confusing. 4 to 4. No, 9. I want 9 of these in 4 beats, 4 eighth notes beats of space. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? 9 to 8? 9 to 8. Yeah. It's not that hard. I'm overcomplicating it. Let's put a nice retardundo for this. I think that'll be cool. And the score shows up all the way up there. That's fine. And put this on Q. And I'm going to put some pedal markings. There's no pedal on the pickups. And the easiest way to do pedals is like this. Watch. Select the whole thing and then go put one big pedal across the whole thing. Your keyboard, pedal. Then select all the places you want to have a little thing there. There you go, pedals. That has the retardando on it. Okay, yep. And then it picks up into the song. Remove that. So the piano intro is done. That's nice. Making good progress on this. All right, let's listen to it one time, then I'm going to wrap up and go to bed because it is 2:30. This shouldn't be that long. Nice. And after the solos. Okay. That's all I have for you all tonight. Thank you so much for everyone to join. We could have had a decent amount of viewers. I appreciate it. Me just writing some music at 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again. I have some videos coming out soon. All platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know. I also will actually schedule a live stream for people to preemptively get ready to watch, and then we can all hang out. It'd be fun. I would like to have some cool ideas for a live stream, because right now an idea I have of cool is me writing music. So thank you all again, and